day I did a makeup tutorial showing the look that I'm wearing right now. And I hope that you like it. And the look features greens, as you can see, and instead of doing a voiceover, I decided to talk while I was filming the tutorial. If you prefer the voiceover instead of talking while I do it, the tutorial, just let me know in the comments, please. And if you would like to see how I got this makeup look and what products that I used, please continue watching. Thank you. Hello. First, I'm going to begin with this foundation. When I first started filming videos, I had a lot of people ask me, what foundation are you wearing? What makeup are you wearing? And the majority of the time, it was a Korean beauty cream that very few people can get, and the ones that it only comes in one shade, so even the ones that could get it probably wouldn't like the color. So I looked for a different foundation because I felt bad about wearing one that nobody could wear. So I tried several different ones, and for the look that I like, which is a very sheer foundation that is very glowy and dewy looking, this one fits the bill. And it's called the Pixie H2O Skin Tint, and I got this at Target for, it was either $20 or $25. I really like it. It's very hydrating and very sheer. If you need anything more than light coverage, this may not be the one for you. It's like a gel consistency. I like the way it feels. It is hydrating. Kind of sinks into the skin and hydrates all day. Because it's sheer, I just put it on with my fingers. I don't even bother with a brush. Kind of feels cooling when you first put it on. skin always gets a little red when I touch it, but that'll go away. Now, if I wanted more coverage than this, I could put a little more on. Just a dab. Just right here where I get a lot of redness. You can see through the foundation, you can still see my freckles. I don't mind. It's part of who I am, I guess. Don't mind it. Okay. Just about done here. It doesn't give you a perfect skin look, but it gives a little bit of that dewy, glowy look that I like, and a sheer amount of coverage. So, the next thing I'm going to do is my under eyes. And for this, I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I mix two shades together to get the perfect shade, because I don't like that highlighted look. I just wanted to cover my dark circles, basically. I mix light 1 and light 2 together. And works really well. This concealer is, if you don't have dark circles, then you probably don't need to spend this much money on a concealer because it's kind of expensive. But if you're like me and you wake up looking like you're in a Tim Burton movie, it's worth the money. This is just the best concealer there is for under your eyes. And now the paler shade. This stuff, it lasts all day. It covers and it doesn't dry out my under eyes. A lot of concealers will look really, really dry, which makes you look like 50 years older than you are. And for me, my skin is a combination, but it's very dehydrated. So I like to keep it moisturized. And this concealer does a good job. And you can see how easy it was to blend. I just love that stuff. And this one, I don't like this stuff, but I use it around my nose where I have redness, and that's only because I'm trying to use it up. I'm not going to repurchase it, but it's the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color in W15. This stuff, I tried it in a few of my earlier videos, and you could see just looked terrible under my eyes. It's so drying. It made me look like you know when the gelflings get their essence drawn by the Skeksis and they get all shriveled looking? That's what this made my eyes look like. Terrible stuff. And it didn't even cover that well. And when you squeeze it out, way too much comes out. Which I don't even care anymore. I'm just trying to use it up. I just use it around my nose. Where I have a lot of redness. I think redness around the nose is common for women, I believe. And it's allergy season, so that'll probably all get wiped off, but I put it on anyway. Okay. Now, I'm going to, not every foundation needs to be set with powder, but with the humidity outside and how moisturizing that foundation is, I like to set it with powder, especially in the T-zone. Been using this Neutrogena Shine Control. It's okay. What I like about it is the color. It's really difficult for someone of my coloring to find foundation and powder. They don't make them light enough. And when they are light enough, a lot of times they're yellow and they're not pink enough. So, I just put it everywhere. I'm using this Eco Tools powder brush. I really like these brushes for the face. They're very soft. And they're synthetic, so you can wash them with alcohol in between washings, which I like. To set my under eye concealer, and if you don't have the really bad dark circles like I do, you could probably skip this additional step, but I use the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and this is actually really, really good for how affordable it is. It brightens and it sets the concealer. I use another Eco Tools brush. I don't know what this is. It looks like a concealer brush, but I use it for this. And this makes the concealer last longer. It doesn't dry out my under eyes, and it adds a brightening effect, which I appreciate. So, alright. I need some color. For blush, I'm going to use this. I just got this last week. So Wet n Wild blush was like $2.60. I got it because the color is really pretty. Comes with a brush. I'm not going to use that. The color reminds me of a MAC blush that I used to wear. And it was called Koi Girl. This color looks very similar to that. I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. This is very pigmented. I wore it, I think, on Sunday. And it did not need much. Okay, I need to wipe some off the brush. Just use toilet paper. And then I can blend it a little better. Okay. Using my powder brush just to blend. Okay, now I'm going to use my highlighter. I pretty much wear this every single day. And this product is like, this is my ride or die. I love this stuff so much. I love the way it makes the skin look. It's called the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And this is in the color Pearl. And it's the white shade. This is a liquid. I cracked the lid on this. I love it so much I got rough with it. And the tiniest little pump is always more than enough. And it just makes your skin look so beautiful, so glowy, and it's hydrating. I just love this stuff. I have other highlighters, but this one is by far my favorite. I forgot to take my dog's color off. Forgive me. And I still have some left, even after doing my whole face. I just use my finger. It works best with this product. Just blends right into the skin. Doesn't look frosty. Doesn't look sparkly. Not that I mind some sparkle, but it just looks like you have just naturally hydrated, glowing skin. I'll just take what's left and like put it on my neck or something. I don't know if you can see it right there. Sorry, I'm looking into the viewfinder so I can see if you can see it. Okay, now I think we'll do the eyebrows. it's on its last leg, but it's a Lancome eye pencil. Pretty much, I'm probably gonna get a new one tomorrow. It's pretty much done. And I use the spoolie side of it to brush up on my eyebrows. And I don't really fill them in, but I kind of clean up the edges and shape them a bit. I do want to mention as well that this is not my natural eyebrow or eyelash color. Because my hair is naturally red, my eyebrows and eyelashes are blonde, and I get them tinted because otherwise they would be blonde and you just wouldn't see them. So, I just wanted to mention that. Just got my eyebrows tinted, so they're a little dark, which next week they should be balanced out. Alright. Okay. Now I'm going to spray my skin. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. And this, if I didn't live in a, if you live somewhere that's really dry and dusty, you probably don't need this. I mean, maybe if you had oily skin, you'd need this. Where I live has a lot of moisture in the air, which I love, but it can kind of make your makeup melt off. So I use this to help it. And I also have the NYX Dewy Makeup Setting Spray, and that works as well. Either one is fine. Spray it all over. And it does work. I prefer the dewy setting spray with like a powder foundation or on less humid days. Okay, now I need to do my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use a palette that I just picked up last week. I got it at Walgreens, no, CVS, same difference, for I think it was $4.99 or $5.99. The Wet n Wild Fergie palette in the color Camouflage Couture. There's the color right there above the barcode. And I've tried it once already. And the green shades are really, really pretty. The gold and the kind of pewter color, they are pretty, but you have to use a sticky base coat because they can be a little dry. middle with a matte color in the crease. And one of my favorite ones, Milani Bella Cafe. This just seems to work well in the crease with any eye look, really. This is Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm just going to place that in the crease. If you're worried about your eyeshadow creasing, you can put on a primer before this. I like the Urban Decay primer potion. Oh my gosh, I can't stop myself. I just can't stop. I love this color. Okay, now I'm going to grab a brush. I use a candle holder to hold my brushes. I think I got it at Walmart. I have 2 of them, and that's what I use to hold my brushes because it's pretty. I'm going to use this dark green shade on this e.l.f. brush, and just right on the outer corner. You don't need a lot. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush. A little goes a long way. And now I'm just going to blend that out. I know I make the weirdest faces. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to cover most of it with this green shade, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I turn my hair conditioner off and unplug everything when I film, so I'm pretty sure this room is about 900 degrees. Start a beeping sound. Okay, there it is again. Okay, I have to go see what that is. I'm trying that. I had forgotten that I was cleaning my oven. It was reminding me. I'm still using this shade such an affordable palette, the shade is very good. I hope you can see that. And my animals are clawing at the door because they have to stalk me. I really like this palette. I mean, for $5, this color is really good. Okay, just kind of blend that out, and I kind of went over this dark shade just a little bit. I'm going to go underneath, just on the edges, not all the way. Okay, now I'm taking a different brush, Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm going to take the lighter green shade. To do the inner part of the lid. This shade is not as pigmented, but it's really pretty. It's like a soft look to it, which for green, that's something that I like. I don't necessarily want my green eyeshadows to be so intense all the time. A softer green look is more wearable. Of course, I don't necessarily always care about that. I think you should wear what you want to wear. I think if you want to wear neon green eyeshadow and dark red lips, you should do it. Okay. Really like that. Just gonna blend. Taking the fluffy brush and just blending a little bit. Okay, now I think for underneath, I'm going to try one of these sparkly shades. So I'm going to use this NYX eyeshadow base because this is a bit sticky. Not too sticky, but this is the white one, by the way, obviously. I'm just going to take a little bit and dab it underneath, just right at the lash line. Comedy show. Okay. Alright. This was really difficult for some reason. Okay, this MAC brush, which it's worn off, but I think it says 242. And I'm going to pick up the I think I'll go with the pewter shade. but I know sometimes it can be hard to work with. And I think I'm going to try this Revlon, let's see, Photo Ready Kajal eyeliner, Emerald Empire. It's like a green. Put this in the waterline. Okay, that's not going on at all. Finally, it's going on a little bit. Stuff is not very creamy. Okay, not the biggest fan of this eyeliner. I like the color, but it's not very intense. To go over it several times to get that. This is the Rimmel liquid liner. Looks like this, just in black. Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner. This is not the waterproof one, it's just the regular. And I've always liked this. This is very hard to do on camera. So this may turn into something hilarious. Okay. Now I'm going to do just a little wing. I don't really care for a big wing. I'm going to stretch the skin up a little bit because my eyes go down. Okay. Alright. I feel like I always mess up on that tip. Okay. Now this one. And there we go. Okay. I always get nervous when I have to get to the end here, to the wing. Close enough. Tell you. Okay, for mascara, I've been using this Lancome Cils Booster, and it's basically like a primer that you put on before your mascara. And what it does, what I like it for is that it kind of conditions the lashes so that they don't break off. And it also helps to thicken them up a little bit. I made a nothing dramatic, but I do find that less of my lashes break off when I use this. So it's worth it for that, for me. This is about what my eyelashes look like when I don't get them tinted. They look white. And I've been using this mascara, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is in, oh my gosh. I could never in a million years read that. This is like the best mascara ever. I have more expensive ones, but after I found this, I'm not even interested in any other. This works better. I like the Too Faced better than Sex mascara, but it would bleed everywhere, and this doesn't bleed at all, so it's just really good. And I've tried the Lancome Hypnose Drama, which I also like, but this one I also like better than that. And it's much more affordable. So I'm not even interested in trying anything else, because this is just so good. Brush looks like, in case you were wondering. Okay. I'm gonna let this side dry a little too much because I was talking. You wouldn't think so, but for some reason, I take longer when I'm talking on camera. Okay. My face is getting red because it's really hot in here. Part of that is because my oven was on self-clean. So, that's my own fault. But I don't like to do it when I'm not home, so I went ahead and did it today. Almost done here. I don't want to put a ton because I don't want to look spidery, but I do like a lot. I usually do 2 coats. This is a very wet mascara. So if you have something like this would probably not hold your curl because it's wet, so it would weigh down the curl, but my eyelashes kind of go up anyway, so I don't worry about it. Okay, now I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to use this Rimmel London lip liner in mauve shimmer. This is my favorite lip liner. I wear it all the time with every color pretty much. My lips have 0 pigment on their own. They are the same color as my face. So I pretty much wear lipstick every day. Before I started filming, I put on some clear lip balm just to moisturize, and this is what I use. Smith's Rosebud Perfume Company Strawberry Lip Balm. I like the retro container, and it's good stuff, so. Okay, so I'm going to use this lipstick in Lust for Blush by Maybelline. It's one of their matte lipsticks, which I just love these days. Alright, I think I am finished. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if you prefer me to talk to you while I'm doing my makeup, or if you prefer a voiceover, because it's a little easier to do ear to ear if I do a voiceover, but doing it this way